I'm not sure if I've mentioned that we have a new website, pjamesifa.com, which went live this week. I didn't. Well, let me tell you all about it. I spent many an hour of preparation spying on and stalking the websites of other financial advisors, from firms local and national, large and small, and decided that most look pretty much the same. There are some exceptions, of course, but not many vary from a formula of telling you that they're good at pretty much everything, and illustrating that with those stock images of families and retired couples on cruises or out for nice walks, or sitting in front of laptops with beardy advisors. So we've tried, yes, to be different, to add some colour, some art, some nice photos from my holes in Cornwall, and to focus on what I think we're great at and what we do most, which is sorting out people's savings and pensions, talking about ethical investments, and what I've called giving gladly, receiving sadly, planning to pass on, or knowing what to do when you've had an inheritance passed on to you. And there's an investment and an ethical investment questionnaire and other what no one now calls interactive engagement stuff. I think it's great. We've got a great website man, Mark at PrioDev, who puts it all together. But I would say that, wouldn't I? The thing is, you have to have a website. It's still sort of the shop window on your business, particularly if you don't have a shop window. But for how long, I wonder? It's 25 years or more since websites became a thing, and having a www.something.com was pretty cutting edge then. Going back just a couple of years further, I've often told the story of a presentation I heard from an advisor who told us how useful email could be, how he was starting to use it more and more to contact clients. And I can remember the head shaking around the room. No, our clients will always want to get a letter. It'll never catch on. Now, most letters go straight in the bin, and talk to a younger person and they'll tell you that email is, or like Facebook, for older people, or for the corporate world. I have to remind mine to check their emails. WhatsApp or other instant communicators are much more likely to get their attention. And why, they tell you, bother with a website? Most in their world base their businesses around Instagram, TikTok and YouTube. My first financial services related job was in what was then called direct marketing. And that meant sending out big, huge mail shots to lists held on those, what were then newfangled computers, which printed letters and labels, sometimes going out to hundreds of thousands at a time. And there were very big businesses dedicated to printing, sending and then fulfilling. They had fulfillment departments to sort out the orders. Now they have all, without exception, disappeared, killed by, well, madly high postage costs and, of course, websites and the internet. In a few years, I predict the ubiquitous website will go the same way, particularly websites which all look the same as one another. So will emails. To be replaced by what? Well, I can predict the fall, but not necessarily what's going to rise. But I will say it's bound to involve AI.